Why I call it fast break.
Skirt.
Let's get it. We coming to you live
305.
from the 305. Coming live from the
Let's
305. What's
get
happening,
it.
everybody? Yes, sir.
Uh,
Hey, look. Now you clear. That's all right.
I know
Hey,
that's
yeah,
cool. That's cool.
yeah. Okay,
Well
so but
done.
that's what's up. Hey, we came here real quick for a fast break. Mike and I gonna hop on every now and then, and we're gonna call this segment fast break. So when we come through, everybody wants to step in on their lunch break, get to hear some topics. We do our Bible stuff in the morning, but this is just gonna be earthly topics or sports and stuff like that. So what's up, Micah? How you doing, dog?
Good, man. I'm doing good, bro. Like you said, on break. I feel like got some good stuff to talk about. How about you?
Man, I'm feeling great, man. We have some good things to talk about. The first thing I am going to talk about is it's really unfortunate, but I do want to touch it because obviously I do know that this is happening in today's world, and but so it's going to be about the accident that took the lives of the three teens in Spotsylvania County. I'm gonna go ahead and read. This is from WWBT. It says authorities with the Spotsylvania County Sheriff's Office are investigating a fatal crash that claimed the lives of three teens on Friday, March 27th at 11:46 p.m. Deputies responded to a crash in 5300 block of Lewiston Road. Investigators say a single vehicle left the right side of the roadway and struck a tree. Three occupants were inside. All three were pronounced dead at the scene. Speed is believed to be a factor. The victims are identified as two 17-year-olds and an 18-year-old Spotsylvania High School senior who were about to graduate in a few months.
Wow.
Man, I'm gonna let
Wow.
you speak on that first, Micah.
First of all, rest in peace. That's such a tragic situation. I do feel like our county, our area, and probably all areas, it's like we have one accident every year or every other year that just really affects, the kids in high school. Again, rest in peace. And I think honestly, I got a lot of different takes, but I am gonna wait until the full investigation finishes to because I don't want to make any assumptions. And
Yeah,
so again, like nothing but like it's just really sad. And
really
for
is.
me who grew up dealing with a major car accident in our family, thank God that, my brother didn't pass away, but he was on the verge of passing away, and he had three passengers in the car who all were uh affected for the rest of their life from that accident. So I just accidents really really scare me, bro. Like I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie, like that's the one thing that can definitely say, I'm definitely scared of, because it's like once you do lose control, and I don't know what it feels like, but I felt, like slipping and sliding and stuff with ice or water or hydroplaning. That I think is the scariest feeling because you're not in control at all. And another thing I'll say is I was riding to work this morning, going like 75, and I'm like, wow, I'm literally going 75 miles per hour.
yeah.
You know what
But
I'm
how
saying?
fast?
Like,
What was the speed limit though?
oh no, the speed limit, like I'm on 95.
Yeah,
I'm on 95, so I think the speed limit is what is it, 65?
yeah. But
Yeah.
your point was like you're
Like
really
how
going
fast
that
we're going.
fast.
You're
Yeah,
going that
yeah.
fast, and like when you meet something, like my brother actually hit a tree. When you meet something that's so not going anywhere, you
Mm-hmm.
know,
It's just stopping your momentarity. Yeah, man, and it's really unfortunate. And I mean, as a parent, I don't even really want to begin to try to imagine what
mhm.
the families are going through. Of course, what any friends are going through. And it's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
But and then I've seen some posts like, why got them saying, God, why? This is the
Mhm.
devil, bro. This is not from God. You know what I'm saying? So I really want
Mhm.
people to come from the devil. You know what I mean?
Right.
Bad things come from the devil, not God. So and we don't know what surrounded this. And I guess really at this point, to me, it doesn't matter because regardless of what's happening, because from what I was told and from what I heard, is that they were coming from a bonfire. Um,
Mhm.
and I just, I pray that everything, I just pray that, everything was safe. But I know that what
Yeah.
I was doing at high school bonfires when I was that age.
Same. Same.
Um,
Yeah.
so I'm just hoping that nothing like that happens, where,
Right.
I'm just hoping that never happens.
And I'm really like Yeah, I mean, you hit it on spot on. That's why I am gonna wait until the investigation is done to make some additional comments on that because I don't want to assume anything. But like you said, I know what I was doing at bonfires, and I just pray that they weren't doing what I was doing at bonfires for real, for real. And
Yeah.
that's just the only way I can put it right now because I think any other way it's just too touchy, and I want to be respectful to everybody. I mean, this is like a local thing, so like there's got to be multiple kids at different high schools that know these kids, family, and so yeah, man, just praying for the family, man. I couldn't even imagine as a parent what that feeling is like waking up to that, and just praying for strength for the family and better clarity and understanding.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing you can do is pray for peace. It surpasses all understanding, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because and that doesn't make sense. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. It hurts my heart, and just not to even know them. But I mean, you got to think about it, man. Like, imagine you got MJ. I got a 16-year-old daughter now. I got a 14-year-old son. My 16-year-old daughter is about to start driving.
right.
Yeah, I just wouldn't even, man. Bless their souls, man. Bless that family for real,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Bless that family. All right, so we are gonna, always, like I said again, man, bless them and pray for them. We are gonna move on. Mike and I only got another about 15 minutes or so. We just wanted to come in and touch some bases because we did our Bible study this morning, which we always need to do. But we know we like to talk about everything. So our next topic is going to be about kind of like it's not like what exactly what we go through, but we've went
Mm.
through it, but not to this. I mean, we'll speak more on it, but it's about the Tiger Woods situation, him getting pulled over. I'll go ahead and read a little something. This is from Yahoo Sports, right?
All right.
So let's see. Just days after his return to the professional golf and TGL indoor golf final, um, PGA Tour legend Tiger Woods was involved in a rollover car accident near his home in Jupiter, Florida. Authorities say Sheriff John Bucenick of the Martin County Sheriff's Office confirmed the accident had occurred Friday afternoon when the driver of the Land Rover attempted to overtake a pickup truck pulling a pressure cleaner trailer at a high rate of speed on a two-lane road. After the accident, the driver of the Land Rover was able to crawl out of the passenger door and was confirmed to be Tiger Woods. Woods was stated to have demonstrated signs of impairment at the scene, though they did not suspect alcohol use. We later blew a 0.00 on the breathalyzer test, but he refused a urinalysis. Woods has since been charged with a DUI with property damage and refusal to submit lawful tests. He remained in custody until he was released around 11 p.m. Woods was cooperative, but he did not incriminate himself, and the sheriff's department is further investigating.
Wow.
I've seen a lot of people talk on this. So what do you feel? What do you feel on it?
I got mixed feelings for real. First of all, I don't believe in tearing down black men, and in general, I don't feel like
Yeah.
I don't like tearing down anybody in at all. You know what I mean? But I definitely do start with that first phrase. But Tiger, this is like this relates to a lot of superstars, and not even superstars, because he's on a different level. He's like literally the best of the best. Like literally, like he's on Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? Who else? Wayne Gretzky, that kind of level. So
Yeah.
like the best
Yeah.
to ever do what you done in sports. And for some reason, we as people, and this is me too, we discount all the negative stuff that these people have done before, and they're just like, oh, maybe they got it right this time. Like, and without going into all of his history, like I'll just go to one accident, which I think happened 2017, where he like ended up at the bottom of a mountain. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Broke his back, I think, his leg, and some
Yep.
other stuff. And when that happened, I literally said, "Oh man, this dude really, really needs help, like immediately."
Yeah.
And so first of all, he's clearly not getting help, or he's figuring out a way to just mask it on a whole nother level. And he owns Jupiter, Florida. Like I don't know if anybody knows that. Like he pretty much, I don't, of course he doesn't own it for sure, but he owns the area. Like he's pretty much the mayor of that
Yeah.
town because he brought all the business there when he moved there. And so for him to blow a zero just tells me that the sheriff's county is probably on his payroll. and that's, you know what I mean, what it is. And but like he truly has a problem. So I'm glad you read that because he's trying to overtake the person. That means that he's trying to get in front of them on those little
Yeah.
dotted
For
lines,
what?
right?
Yeah.
Tiger, where are you going, bro?
You're
Like
going home, bro.
you're going home, man. You're not married anymore. You don't got to worry about this cheating stuff. Like, and dang, I said I wasn't gonna shoot a man down, but bro, you're making crazy decisions, man.
No, that and you're not. I don't feel like it's shooting a man down. It's accountability, just like we get held
Yeah, it
accountable
is. Yeah.
at all, for all of what we deal with. So, but like with that situation, truly, I believe, bro. I don't think he's. I honestly think he probably is maybe not drunk. I think he has an opioid problem. If you go
Okay.
look at all the list of injuries that he's dealt with since,
Yeah.
so before he got in that accident, and I think it was, I forget what, 2016, I forget what year it was. Before he got in that accident, he had to have like a whole bunch of back surgeries and stuff. So
Yeah.
automatically you're getting put on opioids. And if you're Tiger Woods with that type of money, with that type of insurance, you're getting put on the best stuff they got out there. So he was probably getting no pan of 80s, okay, on per script, straight up. Probably getting straight up pan of 80s on per script and was popping them and could probably go back and get more whenever he wanted to. See, nodding out is a thing too. You could be driving, you nod out. It's over. You get what I'm saying? Because when you nod out like that, not only do you nod out and you're going to swerve, your foot probably going to press on the gas even faster.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because it's the same thing of like falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah.
So it's really, I honestly think he may not be drunk, but I think he has, I think he allegedly may be dealing with an opioid addiction. And then it doesn't help too. I mean, you got, Donald Trump saying at the, Tiger Woods is a very good friend of mine, a very good friend. He's just dealing with a lot. So are you going to hold him accountable though? So if I feel like when they exposed him back in the day for all the mistresses and all that, I almost feel like that was kind of like, like the humiliation ritual.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, I know and of course we could look at it biblically and of course you're doing something wrong, but when you have that much money brings power. So when you get exposed like that, something happened where you either didn't pay a debt or it's just a part of becoming rich. You get humiliated. You know what I mean? That's what they say with the Illuminati. So who knows though? But I do, I want to pray. I pray for him. And I pray that he finds his recovery and he finds his peace, just like I had to find mine. So I think it's unfortunate, but I don't think it's necessary for people to go around and say it's a conspiracy theory. All right, like
a conspiracy about what?
Like a conspiracy theory saying that, they're like not understanding that, yes, he could have, the town could be covering it up. Okay, but here's an example. The town could be covering up, but here's a perfect example of why I think it was opioids involved in his system. He refused the blood test. Okay, right. The blood test obviously is going to tell you the alcohol level too, but he doesn't want, he's still in denial probably that he has a problem. Probably. Right. I don't know. He could be still in denial that he has a problem. But when you refuse the blood test, because I've refused the blood test before, they go get a warrant for your blood. So that I don't know if they got a warrant for his blood and they still took his blood, because that's what they did to me. Because I've gotten pulled over before, was not drinking, blew 0.00, and they said and then they eventually, I did the test and everything. They eventually said, you're under arrest for looking high. So they took me in and I was like, I'm not taking any more tests. I already did the blow. I already did the field test. And they said, you're under arrest for looking high. I took me in, got a warrant for my blood. And then before they took me to the jail, they they took me to the back door at the hospital, brought me in there and got my blood. So, and then I have a DUI on my record from 2016. I think it's just about to go off when it comes to like insurance and stuff from marijuana.
Wow. So I didn't know that they could get, I didn't know they could put a warrant out for your blood. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I know, me neither.
But when you do own the town, that probably doesn't apply to you. So I don't think.
Yeah, facts. So they say, you don't want a blood test? Okay, sir.
Oh, you don't want to incriminate yourself? Yeah, we don't want you to do that either. So
not you, sir.
Yeah, I am on the conspiracy side, I guess. I'm a conspiracy theorist. But also, just on him seeking help, I think he has to he pretty much has to scrap all his doctors, anybody who's close by him who knows he's popping these pills because he's popping something. He's
Yeah,
definitely popping something.
yeah,
Like there's no doubt about it. Because like even compared to some of his photos, like you can see like I don't see the alcohol face, but on this latest one, but still I just don't know because he does have a history, and you can get better over time, with hiding that drunken face. Like trust me,
yes,
like
absolutely.
I'm a professional, and
But yes, but
so
listen, you can't,
so
you
yeah.
cannot hide, you cannot hide that dope now, though.
Oh,
You
no, I'm
cannot
sure
hide
you
that
can't.
dope now.
I'm sure you can't. Yeah,
Mm-mm. Yeah,
and
or your
man,
face. Look, or
yeah,
your face, your lips, the dope frown. You can't hide that stuff. You can't hide that
yeah,
pinpoints. People that are familiar with an opioid addiction, you can pin it out like it's nothing. But
right.
from what you were saying, like you didn't see the alcohol that was the bags, though. That's usually typically from alcohol, though. So and there's nothing that says that the man's not doing both. But I remember Sweetwater used to always tell me like you can't if you put alcohol and opioids together, it's like a recipe for death. So you really shouldn't do that. So like you said, he may have learned, but see the problem is if he's popping 6 30s, blue 30s at a time, I don't really know what else. This is what's going to happen every single time.
Yeah, yeah. So again, like I'm praying for Tiger for real, but
Yeah,
like the golfer in me is mad at him just on some accountability. Like,
yeah.
bro, you
Said the
got so
golfer in
much,
me.
you got so much good going for you right now. Like, what are you doing? So that's the golf for me. Then the real like realness of me, I'm like, oh, bet Tiger's like us. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yep.
yo,
Yep.
I make mistakes all the time, bad mistakes, little mistakes, big mistakes, whatever. And it's like it's not comforting, but it does make me just be like, you know what? This shit is normal. People do
Yeah.
make mistakes. You know what I mean? So let's not. We don't have to. Unfortunately, he just is like is the best of the best or whatever or what at golf, and
Yep.
he's if not a billionaire, he's right there. So that comes with a lot of media attention, and it's just unfortunate.
Yeah, it's definitely unfortunate, man. Definitely unfortunate, bro. So yeah, definitely prayers up to our guy Tiger Woods. A lot of people look up to you. A lot of people were inspired by you, and we're
Yeah,
praying for you, man. We really hope what's best for your recovery and just to step forward and keep stacking days, bro. Because we don't understand your power or the
yeah.
type of money you have, but we understand what you're going through. So for sure, get better.
Right. And
What's
Trump
up, man? Let's
co-signs
talk
anybody
next.
who's getting a felony. So respectfully.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. But he probably somehow got a misdemeanor. I don't even know, but he probably did. And it's gonna
Right.
get swept under the rug. But let's go ahead. Let's talk about this. Our last thing. I know we only got like maybe 10 minutes left. I want to just give a shout out because April 5th, I think I'm
Mm.
gonna say their name wrong because you corrected me last time. The University of Mary Washington College, or is it just Mary Washington College?
It's just University of Mary Washington now.
Okay, University of Mary Washington is playing the Division III men's national championship basketball, playing Emory College in Indianapolis. So I want to give a shout out because Micah is familiar with some of these players. When we talked about this before, I don't think maybe we weren't live, but we'll be talking about some of the stuff before as we continue to grow. So I want Micah to be able to speak on the University of Mary Washington because he's familiar with some of these players because of his business with Natty Fit. So let's hear it though because I think it's cool, man, that you've seen them kind of grow as athletes and men.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to UMW basketball team, UMW in general. I think it's really awesome that they made it to the national championship. It's really acknowledgement to the effort they've been putting in and the work, the work, effort, and dedication. So yeah, a couple of the players actually are from Patriot High School that I used to follow. I used to follow them pretty heavily because there was a guy on the team that I knew his father. Long story short, my brother actually played basketball with the head coach of Patriot High School, and
Okay.
these two kids. One is Caden Bates. He actually made the game-winning three-pointer to make it to the national championship.
Let's
And
go.
then the other guy's name is Jay Randall. He's like probably their number two option. And both of these guys, I remember meeting them in high school. They were just so focused, so dedicated to their craft. And I even remember telling them one time we were out to eat. I'm like, man, y'all just keep doing what y'all are doing, and don't lose this dedication. And literally,
Yeah.
sky's the limit. And so it's just a big shout out to them for one for sticking to it. And this is what comes from it. You know what I mean? To all the kids out there who are wondering like how'd they get there? How'd they get there? Just day by day, like people saying, stacking good days, day by
Yep.
day, and doing the little things. Like doing the
Yep.
thing that nobody else wants to do. Make sure you go to class on time. Make sure you're getting your homework in on time. Make sure you're doing extra work outside of practice because you don't get to the national championship by only doing what the coach tells you to do. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You have to do, I would say, double that. Whatever the coach is telling you to do, double that when you're not at practice or when you're not with anybody else. Because what you do on your own time is what's going to show on that stage when the lights come on. So I'm excited to see them play this weekend or Friday, and I think they're gonna
Yep.
really, I think they're gonna show out honestly because they really got a squad, and their point guard number one is a straight baller. And the cool thing too, like most of them are from Virginia, but like the impact players are from Northern Virginia. So that it's just a big
Okay.
testament to this. You know, Northern Virginia is known for good basketball, and so
Definitely.
it's gonna be really cool to watch.
Definitely, man. I think I'm gonna be. I want to know. I know we can tune in. So because I looked for some reason, I thought they played this weekend, and I was like,
The
dang, but I
fifth.
didn't hear anything about it. And it's on the 5th. They play on the 5th. So, but I think it's gonna be fun to watch that. And I'm not familiar with any of them, and I'm not really never really been a big basketball person. I mean, could I dunk and put my elbow in the rim? Yeah, but could I strap up somebody that was good? Yeah, but I didn't really like basketball for real, for real. But I think it's cool that that area has a team that's going to be playing for a national championship. And with that being said, I think this would be a perfect opportunity, even though they're not going to do it. Go ahead, bring football to Mary Washington, the
Yeah.
University of Mary Washington. And I mean, we spoke on it before, and I know it's a long shot, but I mean, just imagine how good Mary Washington football would have been just over the years of how many players that
Mhm.
maybe grades or just missed opportunities, didn't get to go play Division I football, but had Division I talent, but ended up playing Division III football. The whole
Yeah.
James Monroe football team pretty much went to North Carolina Wesleyan. They probably
Right.
would have went to University of Mary Washington if that was an opportunity.
For
You get what I'm
sure.
saying? For that
Yeah.
time that we was in school, from that time period that we were in school, if Mary Washington College would have had a Division III football team, I mean, that they would have competed for national championships from probably the mid '90s until
Mhm.
probably coming up. I mean, because just being honest, it's probably about time is ending, and I'm not out there, so I'm not really seeing the athletes that are out there. But just the way the day and age is now, all these players they transfer, they go to private schools,
Yeah.
so you know what I mean. So they're getting other opportunities. But if they ever back then, the University of Mary Washington would have definitely competed for national championships for probably 20 years.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with that, and I honestly think that if they would have started in the '90s, they'd easily be D1 AA by now,
True,
or you know
true,
what I mean? Just because like it would have
yeah,
just gotten better and better, and the talent in Fredericksburg area, you know, and surrounding counties,
yeah,
it really is top tier, and even the kids like you said that don't make it D1, top tier still. Like I don't even think people realize that most of the time, people who don't make it to the level that they're at, it had nothing to do with athletics and everything to do with everything else.
yeah.
So
That's real though.
you know what I'm
That's
saying? So
real.
like the players would have been there. So like this UMW, you seeing the benefits of your team going to the national championship basketball team, which is a great organization. But with football, you gotta 10x that easily because there's so many players,
Easy,
and you know what I
easy.
mean. It's just so everybody loves football. So you know.
And you gave a really good suggestion that if they were to do something like that, where they could like remodel Maury Stadium,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I literally love more. I like don't change the feel of like how low everything is. You know what I mean? Access, but they could upgrade the field, add stands, and just make it more of a more of a stadium. You know what I mean? As far as like the seats
Yeah.
going all
Hmm.
around. And bro, that would because I think Maury is the best stadium in the area,
No
field
question.
play wise. Um,
And
and
they pack it out.
and they pack it out every time, like literally. So it's good. We got a good following there as far as just the people. I've never met anybody from Fredericksburg that doesn't like going to a JM game, and so
Not facts. My dad used to take me to JM games when I was a kid.
yeah. See,
Yeah. Watch like Delano Green and stuff. And then I
Mhm.
remember he would take me to go watch Cortland. They had this dude named Cortez Thompson. They got a gold statue of him outside of school.
Do they really?
Court,
I didn't know that.
yeah, bro. Every time he would touch that ball on that little thing they would do,
Yeah.
he was the fastest person I ever seen in person.
Wow. They probably did that buck trap with him every play.
That I think they won. They might have won state that year. If not, yeah, I think they might have won state that year.
Yeah,
But I remember he
Portland
used
got
to
a few
go.
for real. They got a few.
Yeah, Cortland and JM. That's when my dad would take me. Like, I mean, he took me a couple of chances, but he would take me. I'm not gonna front. My dad would do that. He would take me. Like, he would be reading the newspaper and see where like the ballers would be at, and he would
Yeah.
take me to those. I swear, like it was cool because he'd be like, "Hey, go watch him. Go watch him." You know what I
Right.
mean? So that was cool.
Yeah, so we're not going to Chancellor this weekend.
He said, "We're going to Cortland. We're going
It's
to
just
JM. I like going to JM because I be around so many black people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like in Colorado, we coming from Colorado, you're not really around. I mean, my dad's military. So, but but it was funny. I would be like, yeah, we're going to JM. Yeah. So that'd
Yeah.
be cool. And I didn't even care. I'll be right there with my dad.
That's funny. Little side note, this has nothing to do with what we just talked about, but a little bit. So my brother was playing basketball at Potomac High School before we moved
Yeah.
to Fredericksburg. They had to play Chancellor High School in summer league. Guess what? This was the day I was like, yo, I'm never ever gonna go to this school ever. And I ended up going there.
What was the
This
score?
the score was 150 something to 30. Bro. It was
I know you was like, bro, I'm not going there.
Bro, and literally, and it's crazy. Then we moved there, and like my two older brothers was like, "Yeah, we're not gonna go to school out here. We're homeschool. Forget that."
For real though? Did they do
Not
that?
for real. They literally didn't go to school in Fredericksburg because they were like, "I'm not dealing with that." And like in my head, when I'm getting older, I'm like, "Dang, hold up. I'm zoned for Chancellor. Nah, I'm going to Cortland. Nah, I'm going to Cortland."
Cortland.
But it all worked out, so I ended up going to
Yeah.
Chancellor.
Nah,
Shout out to
your
Chancellor.
chance was perfect. But you would have been
Yeah,
perfect for the Cortland offense too, though. So either
I think so
or.
too. But either
But
which
they
way,
probably
I'm
would have
thankful
had
for it all.
they would have had Cortland probably would have had you a running back though.
Oh, for sure,
Because it would have been a waste of talent at quarterback. You just handing the ball off at quarterback.
Yeah. For their offense, for sure.
Yeah, like they'd have put you at wing like me too. We would have been a waste. Until like later on they got Jabari. I know we gotta hop off. We could go talk about it all day. But I remember they did finally switch stuff up when they had the with Zeke, when they was playing with Zeke.
I did see that. They did the right call there.
Yeah. By the way, too, he wants we gonna get him on. I know we're gonna get Shy BA on first, and I want to get Shy Cam, OG Trappo on here. But we got a lot of people like, trying to tap in that are gonna be good for us. That have good stories, that are athletes, whatever they're doing, entrepreneurs. So, man, yeah, we're definitely going to tap in, man. I appreciate all y'all.
Appreciate y'all, man. Good fast break.
Yes, sir. Fast break, man.
And we did score on the fast break. Don't forget.
I was about to say, hey, give me that oop real quick. Young. All right, big dog.
All right, bro.